this weekend down in Miami, which is awesome. I can drive there quicker than would be flying to Vegas. Let's welcome back to the program. It's been a little while. Let's welcome back Michelle Waterson Gomez. Michelle, how are you?
I'm amazing, guys. How are you?
We appreciate your time. I know I always ask this to start. It's Wednesday. It's just the start of fight week. What's it like for you, and do you try to change it up now that you've been to and been involved in so many fight weeks?
You know, when we touch down for fight week, it's kind of all the hard work is put in. There's no really cramming. I mean, if you're cramming by this time, you haven't studied hard enough for the fight. So we're just relaxing, cutting weight, and enjoying the time, you know, doing all of our media obligations and stuff like that.
So since you used kind of a reference, does that mean that this is like the final week of school and Saturday is the first day of summer vacation, and that's your reward?
Saturday is the final test, and then after that it's summer. School's out for the summer. I was gonna sing it, but you don't want to hear that.
Oh no, I did a little bit of research. So first I called my buddy Scott Yager, who runs all the podcasts for the Challenge, and he wanted me to ask you about your time on the Challenge when you were on Champs vs. Stars, and he said you do a lot of really cool, interesting things.
Oh, I loved being on the Challenge. It really was. Those are my people, man. The people that kind of just grind it out and work, and I think that's why I got along so well with them, because MMA is sort of that way where you have to be well versed in so many different things athletically, and those guys, it's the same thing for them. They have to be ready for whatever challenge is thrown at them.
Would you do any of the other reality shows that are out and about these days?
I would love to do Survivor. I think it would be really fun to do Amazing Race with my husband, even though we'd probably tear each other's heads off halfway through. It would be great. It would be so much fun.
Is there anything, if you went on the Amazing Race, is there anything, you know how you get the fast pass and you can go all the way to the end, is there anything that they could throw at you that you would either not do or you would be hesitant to do? And the reason I'm asking is, I've always said I want to go on all these shows. I applied for Survivor. I know I would win Survivor, blah, 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 blah. So we're watching Amazing Race, and one time they went for the fast pass, but they had to get a tattoo. And I would never get a tattoo, which would probably cost my team. So is there anything you wouldn't do to get the fast pass?
Would you let me, if we're on Amazing Race, and see, it just depends. Is it my choice of what tattoo it is to get?
I believe it is. I believe it is.
For $1 million? Yeah, let's go. It's an experience. A tattoo is like, you can have a cool story with it.
Well, now, I'll say this. If they were to tell me, if you get a tattoo, you will win the Amazing Race and win $1 million, then yeah, I probably would get a tattoo. But you're still not necessarily guaranteed to win it.
You're not guaranteed, for sure.
Right. Now I'm stuck with a tattoo and I didn't win the $1 million. I'd be pissed at my teammate.
But at least for a good story, and like I said, no risk, no reward. Sometimes you gotta just go for it.
No, that's true. Well, speaking of no risk, no reward, when I did my research this morning, I know back in the day you were in or did the photo shoot for the Hooters calendar. I'm curious, did you get a Hooters VIP card out of it?
Well, I don't know what a Hooters VIP card is, so I guess I didn't. But I was in the calendar, I think, twice. I was in the deck of cards once. I got to do a lot of really cool things. We were on a Hooters yacht and traveled to the Bahamas for shoots, and I got to compete as Miss Hooters New Mexico. So I had a lot of great experiences, but I don't know if I ever got the VIP pass.
What a Hooters VIP card is, and yes, I have one, and I've had one for numerous years. It gets you 50% off at every Hooters throughout the world.
Oh my God,
so
I need that.
I'm going to call Hooters corporate here in St. Pete. I don't know if you know this, Hooters was started right here in the Tampa Bay area.
Oh
so
yeah,
the very original, the very first Hooters is in Clearwater. And I'm going to
Yeah.
call Droste, who is one of the original owners, and try to get you a VIP card.
Oh my gosh, that would be so epic. Hooters has, you know, it really has. I have friends from Hooters that I've kept in touch with even now, and it's just really transformed the way I became an adult. That you kind of learn a lot about how to socialize with people and what it is to hustle and make friends, and it was just a great time in my life.
I'll tell you a real quick story, and then we got to get back talking about you because this is about you. So I'm at a Hooters in 4th Street in St. Pete, and we're in the patio, and these 4 guys, the server was taking care of the 4 guys, and the guy says to the server, I can tell all about you, that your dad hates that you work here, and I don't remember everything else. And so the server started to laugh, and she goes, well, first of all, my dad is sitting right there, which was me, and he's the one who got me the job here at Hooters. So, no, he's okay that I'm working here.
Yeah, it really was a great job to have, especially in the early years as a fighter, because it's so flexible. And, you know, I would train. So what my regimen was is I would work Monday through Friday, and then I would train on the weekends, or I would switch it up. And I would train during the week and then work doubles on the weekend. And so it was just so great to have that flexibility and still be able to take care of myself.
I know you have a question, Matt, but I got to make a phone call after the show to Bob Passwaters and try to get Michelle a VIP card.
Yeah, and Michelle, I don't even have a real question. It's just more of a statement. And, you know, like coming from the bodybuilding world, a lot of the bodybuilders are just like, dark guys that live in the dungeon and lift weights, and they would go and compete. And then when Arnold came out, he had a personality. And I think the fighting game is a lot of the same thing. You see a lot of guys that are skilled and talented, but you and Holly doing your dance videos and your social media, the
You know, it can be kind of exhausting, so you might as well enjoy it, have fun.
Give me, speaking of having fun, you will have fun on Saturday night when you get back in the octagon. Give me your thoughts on your opponent.
That's exactly it. I'm going to go out there and have some fun. Just remind myself why I'm doing it. I love to fight. It's funny because, like, I'll get popped in the face and, you know, little blood drips from my nose and it fires me up and I get going. There are 2 types of people in this world, the people that, you know, fight and the people that fly from confrontation, and I'm a fighter. I know that. And so this Saturday I'm going to go in there, bite down on my mouthpiece, and execute.
And the thoughts on your opponent? What do you know about her, or do you not even care? Is it not anything about her? It's all about you.
This fight camp has been all about me, where my head is at and what I'm going to do to her. But it doesn't mean that I haven't overlooked her and don't respect her skills and abilities. I know what she has to bring. I know that my skills will trump hers.
How has training changed for you over the years? Has it changed for you over the years?
There are some things that remain the same and some things that change. I think it's important for me to remember that it is accumulation of training and knowledge that has gotten me to where I'm at. So I just have to trust that, you know, over the 2 decades of my martial arts studying, that if I go in there and just relax and be me, get in the zone, that everything that I've learned over those 20 years are going to come out when it needs to. And so just being a smarter fighter, understanding when to explode and when to step back, and having a sharper eye.
I asked how has training changed. I'm curious, has your walkout changed? Has, you know, the concentration and what's going through your mind as you're walking the walk to the octagon, has that changed at all, or is that all the same?
You know, the walkout, I would say, is probably the most nerve-wracking part, but I've taken that and I've allowed myself to really embrace it. when I think about, especially now, in the last chapters of my fight career, I think about what am I going to do when I'm done fighting, and all the things that I'm going to miss when it all is said and done. And I'm sure one of those things is going to be walking out into the arena and feeling that crowd and stepping into the octagon and hearing Bruce Buffer call my name and being under the warmth of the lights and hearing the crowds cheer when I land a good shot. So I really just embraced the idea of taking it all in and enjoying it all.
Well, I know that the work is all in, and your entertainment, your reward is Saturday night when you get back in the octagon. Michelle, thank you very much for your time. Have fun. And I know that we have your address. We're going to mail you a care package from 8 Man Strong, as well as a case of salsa from Blue Smoke Salsa for coming on. And I will see you in the media room on Saturday.
That's awesome. I need one more thing in that care package, and that's that Hooters VIP pass.
Yeah.
I am going to call them, I promise. I deal with them on a regular basis. That's my goal, is to get you the VIP card.
Okay, thank you.
All right, take care. That is Michelle Waterson Gomez. She's been on the show a couple times. And, yeah, I mean...
She makes the sport fun, relatable.
But more importantly, why wouldn't Hooters want to give her a card?
No, they'd be silly not to give her a card.
Exactly.
That's stupid.
Right. They'll take mine away and give it to her.
Yeah. Well, if they give me more than one, I'll take one.
I will never allow you to have one.
It's not nice.
Well, but it's true.
What about if you leave it in your will? So when I inherit the radio show, and I get the VIP Hooter card in it, like I want the combo pack.
Okay. First of all, you're not inheriting the radio show.
But that's my new nickname, the inheritance. Fighting out of St. Pete, Florida.
No, I'm first of all,
because you don't make it back from
on a second
from Columbia.
Yeah,
I'm inheriting the show, and you got to leave the pass with the computer.
First of all, my name is on the card.
Well, I'll be you when you aren't here anymore.
Not bad. Second of all, you can't give yourself a nickname.